It's such a beautiful thing when you start taking assertive, direct, inspired action in your life, because you deserve to create the reality that you want to create. Welcome to today's episode. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see my background's quite different. I am in my car. I was actually driving to an appointment and I got this download and I decided to just do a quick recording because I love the reason why I love spirituality and connecting with spirit and connecting with intuition is because inspiration, divinity, God will send you beautiful messages at any point in time in the day. But are you listening? Are you opening your heart? Are you willing to take the leap of faith and take inspired action? God, universe, divinity, creation, whatever sacred title you give that sacred being is constantly talking to you. But are you listening? Are you watching? Are you feeling? Are you knowing? Are you connecting to the information? Or are you brushing it off as coincidence? Because it's not a coincidence. That random thought you had that made you feel good, that's God talking to you. That beautiful bird that all of a sudden appeared in your awareness out of the blue is spirit sending you a beautiful message. These messages, these downloads are constantly speaking to you. I swear we could probably get at least 1,000 more messages a day from spirit. Actually, we'll probably get an infinite number of messages, but our thoughts create noise, create friction. And those thoughts and to-dos create this friction and this noise where we overlook these beautiful divine messages that spirit is giving you, is talking to you and wanting you to see like, hey, we're listening to your prayers. We're listening to your intentions, to your goals. Like, we have answers for you. Can you take inspired action? Here's a little nugget. Here, it's right here. Are you watching? And spirit's constantly letting us know and reaffirming and confirming over and over and over and over and over again that they got our back. They have your back. And what ends up happening is we're looking in places that are not in alignment with the intention, the goal, the miracle that you're wanting to happen. And so sometimes those messages can look and feel so off, so different, so not what you're looking for. And what I mean by that is it's sometimes, let's say you have this prayer, this goal that you're like, Spirit, please send someone to help me with this. And you have in your mind that it's going to look a particular way, this person's going to be a particular way, and maybe you have this person in mind and that person doesn't show up, but this other person keeps randomly showing up. Maybe you run into them at the coffee shop. Maybe they send you an email. Maybe they're a friend of a friend, and you keep overlooking the very person that spirit sent to you because it doesn't fit the idea of what you have or the expectation of what you have. And I'm here to tell you, let go of expectations. Let go of expectations of what it is that you're wanting to receive, because God, universe, will bless you with something 10 times better than you can even fathom. you can even fathom. But you have to be willing to acknowledge, because the more you acknowledge, the more you're going to start to see those beautiful golden threads that this universe is constantly trying to shimmer light on to you, so that you can follow the threads of miraculous miracles. You can follow the threads to the very intentions of what it is that you want to achieve. And it doesn't have to look the way that your mind is narrowing in on, because it's a narrow perception. We have to widen our perceptions, and we have to be willing to pay attention throughout the day of what it is that spirit is sending to you. That random thought you had that made you feel good, or maybe made you nervous. Because sometimes where we grow and where we expand is very outside our comfort zone, and it takes a lot of courage. And courage is where expansion lies. When you're comfortable, that's where your confidence lies. So you don't have to be confident in taking inspired action. You have to be courageous. You have to be willing to take the steps that allow you to expand beyond your wildest imagination, and it's going to be uncomfortable. The thing about having these beautiful signs that the universe blesses with throughout the day is they're so subtle sometimes. It can be an animal that shows up. It can be a thought. It could be a random person. It could be an ad on your social media feed that's the answer to the very prayer that you have. But I think that also why some people often overlook these answers is because they're not really clear on their prayers. And what I mean by that is sometimes they don't actually believe that that prayer is going to happen. And without belief, it's kind of hard to notice. And so how much belief are you putting behind those intentions? How much belief are you putting behind the prayer? And if you say, I truly believe, then open your heart to see what is accessible to you throughout the day that the universe is constantly sending you messages on. And another way that you can see these beautiful signs, these beautiful messages, these beautiful directions on the path to take is to ask for it to be obvious. Say, hey, I want you to send me signs today. I want you to send me this sign today to know that I'm on the path. And get specific on the sign, and then pay attention to that sign, and don't discount it when it shows up, because it's going to show up if it is in alignment, and give it a set date. So I want to see this within 24 hours. I want to see this within 48 hours, and be specific. So like, for example, I love yellow daffodils, love them. I will say, hey, if I'm on the right path, or, hey, if this is the right thing for me to be doing, please show me a yellow daffodil within 48 hours. And that yellow daffodil will either show up or not show up. It might show up on someone's shirt. It might show up on my social media feed. It might show up while I'm in the store and I'm walking around and all of a sudden it's on a graphic. It doesn't have to physically be the very thing. So I don't have to actually see a yellow daffodil growing in the ground. It is a possibility that that is the sign, but make it very clear and give it a deadline on the signs. When you do this, what you're going to also assist yourself with is paying more attention to signs. Also, please note that sometimes the clear knowing that you have is the very sign that the universe is trying to send you. I once had a client tell me that she wanted to sign up for a course of mine. I believe it was Sacred Awakening, my Akashic Record course. And she asked for a sign. And it was a number sequence. But she knew in her heart that she was supposed to sign up, knew in her heart that she was supposed to sign up. And she just finally pulled the trigger and signed up. She didn't get the sign. And the sign came on her invoice. It literally came on her invoice because it was the exact number that she requested as a sign, a confirmation that that is what was in alignment for her. And it's such a beautiful thing because she had to trust her knowing. And that's a part of intuition. You have this very clear knowing sometimes. And sometimes that is the very thing that the universe is trying to support you with is trust. And trust is a really big deal for most people. And if you can trust your knowing, that's going to support you also in understanding and recognizing these signs from the universe as they come available to you. I love getting messages from the universe. I absolutely love getting messages from the universe. It's not cheating. It's energetic support. Literally, it's energetic, spiritual support that my team, that creation, that God is constantly sending. And you have all of that. You, everyone, every single soul on this planet has accessibility to this support if they're willing and open to receiving it. We have free will for a reason. And creation, God can't intervene with our free will. But if we start getting very clear and direct, like, hey, I want you to support me with this. Hey, please tell me what the next step is. Hey, I know that my knowing is really clear right now. I'm going to take this action. Please send me the next thing so I know what to do next. And it's such a beautiful thing when you start taking assertive, direct, inspired action in your life because you deserve to create the reality that you want to create. And you are ultimately the creator in your life. Yes, creation, God wants to support you in creating the most beautiful life. But if your energy, if your mind is constantly going, I can't deserve that. I don't want that. I don't know what to do. I'm constantly stuck. I'm constantly blocked. Guess what? The universe is going to keep blessing you with those very things that you think that you are. And what's the reality is that's not true. It's not true. You deserve to create a miraculous life. You deserve to create an easeful, graceful existence. You deserve to create the experiences that your soul came into this lifetime craving to create. Also bringing those experiences into completion and deciding, okay, I've completed those lessons. Now let's move on to the next evolution of my soul because you deserve that as well. And the thing that I want to just end this episode with is pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to your energy, pay attention to the signs, pay attention. Like you have to pay attention because nobody else is paying attention. You have to pay attention in your life because it's nobody else's responsibility. And the more that you pay attention to everything, the signs, your thoughts, your prayers, your beliefs, your intentions, the more life is going to change, the more your frequency will change. You change your frequency, you change your life. It's as simple as that. I know it sounds so simple, but you have to be diligent in it. And I know you can do it. I absolutely know you can do it. All right, my friends, please make sure you like and subscribe, share this with a friend, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.